Jux Diecast car and model reviews. Today we're taking a look at this model here. It's actually a fairly special car, I would say, being that they're only going to make 40 of them. This is the Bugatti Bolide, or Bolide as I suppose the French might pronounce it. This particular model is by Bburago and is in 1/18 scale, and it is actually a pretty nice little model. In fact, this model is so special to Bburago that they actually made their own box for the model. You know, Bugatti for the has their logo on there and everything, and usually Bburago just kind of has a generic box, so that's kind of neat to see. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take a look at this car. For those of you who don't know much about the Bolide, it is a pretty crazy looking car. I actually saw this particular car last year when I was at Pebble Beach. As I said, they're making only 40 of them. And where I saw it on display, I was talking to somebody about the car, and what they had done is they had actually, had the official unveiling the night before, and they said, yeah, we're going to make 40 of them, and they're going to be $4.5 million a piece, and they sold them all the night before. So that just goes to show you how unique this car is, and well, how much money you find on a Monterey weekend there in August. It's crazy. Let's go ahead and go over the specs of the car itself, because they are pretty astounding. First of all, it does still have the W16 motor that the Chiron and all its variants and the the Veyron before it had, all that sort of stuff. The production versions will have about 1,600 horsepower, but apparently the concept car has 1,800 horsepower, which is the one that I saw. The crazy thing about it is that this concept car weighs about 2,700 pounds. The production version will weigh about 3,200 pounds. So it'll have 1,600 horsepower at 3,200 pounds, which is like 5 times the horsepower at the same weight as my Infiniti that I own. And, that's also about probably 800 pounds less than a Bugatti Chiron weighs. So it gives it astounding performance. In fact, it has such performance that basically it is designed from the outset as a track-only car. It is actually not street legal. My guess is that, it's going to be sort of like owners of the Ferrari FXX, which, Bugatti keeps the cars for the owners, and they ship them to various tracks around the world so the owners can drive their cars around the world and race each other, that sort of thing. But I'm not sure about that, but that's probably what it's going to do. In terms of specifications, though, according to Bugatti, the version that I saw, the lighter version and the more powerful version, will do 0 to 62 miles an hour in 2.2 seconds. It'll do 0 to 186 miles an hour in 7.4 seconds. And 0 to 311 miles an hour in 20.1 seconds. And of course the top speed is greater than 311 miles an hour. That is just absolutely and utterly insane. And according to Bugatti, they have done some computer simulations, and they say that the Bugatti could lap the Nürburgring in 5 minutes and 23 seconds, which is about 4 seconds slower than the world record holder, which is the Porsche 919, where they took a Le Mans car and just hopped it up and ran it around the Nürburgring. So it is completely and utterly insane in terms of its performance. So let's go ahead and take a look at this model, though, okay? Now, it is metal. It's not, you know, resin, so the doors do open, and it does have some heft to it. Of course, there are a lot of plastic parts as well. But let's go ahead and take a look at it here. You'll see here, first of all, that it has disc wheels, which would be really nice if they could go in focus. You can see the sponsorships apparently in front of the wheels, one of them being Carbon, and I believe Carbon is a champagne company. You'll see Formula One race car drivers spraying the Carbon champagne over each other after races. So I think that's what it is, because why would it say Carbon on there otherwise? Because everybody knows that this car is made of carbon fiber. I do like the Bugatti logo there on the side of the wing, and of course it has a single bolt tires there, or wheels I should say. I like the sort of slotted barge boards there on the side there too. And if you'll see, this actually goes all the way through to the front tire. There's no fender liner there. That's just all aerodynamics there to direct air around the car. You'll see the little French flag and the Bugatti name there on the side. And again, some more, well, you can see the Michelin man there in front of the tire, and that Carbon again. So taking a look at the front here, a very, very aggressive front end, of course. You can see the carbon texture there around the Bugatti logo. When I saw the car, I thought the X-shaped sort of headlights there were kind of funny, because they were sort of reminiscent to me of like 1930s, 1940s cartoons and comic books where the X across the eyes of people signified that they were unconscious or dead. So being that the headlights of a car are sort of the eyes of a car, I thought that was kind of a little bit strange. Now notice it has one windshield wiper, and the interesting thing about this model is there's actually a hole drilled right here into the windshield, and there's a little peg that holds the windshield wiper down, so you don't have the problem of a lot of other model cars where the windshield wiper is sort of standing proud of the windshield itself. So that's kind of a neat, interesting thing to do there. I do like the engine intake there on top as well. That's pretty neat. You can see here that, again, this is all aerodynamics there, and is all hollow in there. That's pretty crazy. Taking a look at the rear here, again, you'll see similar sort of holes in air, you know, things to direct air for maximum speed and downforce back here too. Notice the vanes in the big diffuser underneath there too. Has sort of a Formula One type rain light under the quad exhaust there. And I do love the big Bugatti sign there underneath the rear wing. My guess is that that rear wing is actually an active rear wing and pops up under braking, but I can't be for sure. The other neat thing is, of course, that W16.4 badge there on the, I guess you can call that the shark fin there. The rear deck does not open to show the engine, unfortunately, and probably doesn't even open even for customers. You probably have to have an actual mechanic take that cover off. There's probably no easy way to do it, much like McLaren cars as well as the Porsche 918. Taking a look at the interior of the car, first of all, it is a bit of a pain to open these doors, so bear with me while I try to open them. Interestingly, as you can see here, the doors, even if you buy Bburago models a lot, you'll know that Buragos generally do not have side window glass, but notice that this one does. But when you take a look at the interior, you'll see a lot of nice detail in there too. So let's go ahead and let's see if I can get a little more light in there too. Maybe we can show you what we've got here. You can see that it has an F1 style steering wheel, all in that French blue, just like the exterior. You can see the nice detail on the dash itself. Let's see here. Center console looks very good there too. You can see that the seats are carbon fiber texture with very little padding, because this is essentially a race car. And you can see this 5-point racing harness in there also. So nice detail in there, actually. Taking a look from the other side, you can see more detail on the center console there too. So good job by Bburago on this model. I certainly can recommend this model to you. I think it's quite well done for the price point. You know how much Bugattis go for in real life, and you know how much a high-end Bugatti model will go for. But this Bburago here, they actually do a quite creditable and quality job on this model at this price point. So they definitely do have something to be proud about. So as it is, that is all of what I have to show you on this model. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, please like and enjoy the video. Have a great day.